You know, I'm not so full of myself that I can't admit when I've judged something wrong. GameMasters here, and I caved and gave Elden Ring a second chance. A few weeks back, I gave a pretty scathing review of it. But I kept getting pulled back because someone I know, a real defender, keeps playing it and broadcasting it live here on YouTube. And I can't get enough. Elden Ring just looks too wickedly cool and beautiful. And I've had kind of an epiphany thought about its gameplay and why it's taken hold with so many people to make it, beyond popular. And I'll get to that in a moment. But first, I want to note that with this video, I've cut out the load screens and cutscenes. I don't want to give away any spoilers, but this is more to kind of give an updated review and look at the gameplay itself. I initially played the game with a keyboard and mouse, and most of the people I spoke with told me that that is a much more difficult way to play the game, and that I really should try it with a controller. Well, I had already deleted it from my computer and gotten a refund, and this was all via Steam. And then about a week later, Defender made a challenge video showing off his skills by beating the first boss using only his keyboard and his mouse, and I watched every minute of it. Even rewound parts to watch the exact moves. Oh, but don't worry, Defender got owned, not by the game, but by, well, I'll tell you about that in a moment too. 2 days later, I found myself staring at the Elden Ring game at the store for the PlayStation 5, and I got it. I bought it. I took it home, ripped that cellophane off, and booted it up, and then I had to wait roughly 20 hours while it downloaded files. See, I live out in the middle of nowhere, so my internet is really bad. Satellite internet. It's just not conducive to anything fast. And it's fine for general web browsing, even for watching the occasional YouTube video, and yeah, maybe that too. But for online gaming and downloading large files, or really uploading videos to YouTube, yeah, that just takes forever. But I digress. So here I am jumping into the game and am discovering that playing with a controller really does make a major difference. I'm actually having a lot more fun. I have no clue how Defender was able to defeat that first boss with just his keyboard and mouse. I mean, listen, I fully admit my K&M skills stink with this game, but Defender's challenge to do that got dwarfed a few days ago. We both watched someone else post a video playing Elden Ring on a laptop using the mouse pad. A freaking mouse pad. Yeah, that little thing you drag your finger across. She was slaughtering things left and right and left again. And well, it was pretty darn amazing. And you gotta let me know in the comments how insane your skills are with this game. While my play skill is nowhere near as being on par with hers or with Defender's, I am having a lot of fun in my own way. I enjoy riding the horse-goat thing around. Its name is Torrent. My last go-around, I played as a warrior. This time, I'm a samurai. I still die a lot, but my skills are most certainly better than what they were with the keyboard and mouse. In the online version, there are little silver shards all around. These are notes that other players can drop that can provide clues and hints. And since, as I mentioned, I'm on satellite internet, I usually play offline, so for me, those little hints, they're just not there. This can make it a bit more challenging, but that's okay. I'm still having a lot of fun, even though I do die a lot. One thing I'd like to ask is that if you're enjoying this video, adventure down to that like button and give it a tap. It really helps me by showing that almighty YouTube algorithm that folks, well, like this video, and it starts it on its path to being recommended to others to watch. And of course, I appreciate that. Thank you. I've discovered that combat is much more fun when on horseback, and the halberd is super cool, as is a weapon called the dismounter. Oh, let me know also in the comments below what your favorite weapon is in this game. Hand-to-hand melee combat is fun as well, but being able to gallop by your enemy and swing at them from out of nowhere, that's just fun. And then I met this guy, Godrick the Grafted. And while this fight is hard, something actually pretty horrid happened to me. And I'll show you in just a moment. I had to look up some tricks on beating this guy as I died over and over and over to him. And eventually I found that there is an NPC that you can summon that will help you kill him. But nothing could prepare me for what was going to happen during this battle. I've heard tales of other players saying it took them 2 hours to defeat this guy. I really didn't understand the meaning there, but it quickly became apparent. You're going to die a lot, but you're going to keep on trying. And I think it's during my battle with Godrick the Grafted that I understood why I was really getting into Elden Ring and was, dare I say, finding myself almost addicted to playing it. Now, I've not forgotten what I said at the top of this video. I mentioned that I had kind of an epiphany as to why this game has become so popular. I mean, aside from it being fun and all, and what has crossed my mind is that it has a pinch of a roguelike element. Not saying that it's roguelike, it's not. It doesn't have randomly generated maps, and there's no permadeath. What I'm saying is that it has a pinch of roguelike to it. Now let me explain. So you'll find yourself doing the same thing over and over until you're strong enough to kind of get past that boss or that group of other enemies, but there is no sense of it being repetitive. Let me put it another way. In World of Warcraft, there is a grind. It's a daily, do this, then do this, then do this, and that's just mind-numbing, and it gets old after a while. Here in Elden Ring, you are also doing the same thing, but it just feels different. Like me trying to fight Godrick and watching that you died to merge on screen. I don't like seeing that, but it doesn't fill me with boredom because my reaction time is getting better, my tactics are improving, and I just know that the next time I fight this guy, I'm gonna win. Except this. This then happened. Nope, I'm not just standing there for my health. Yep, my freaking controller died, while I had 3 healing pots. He was so close to dying. I tried to fight him a few more times, but it was just a big batch of nope. I suppose I'm not quite strong enough. My fingers may not be quite nimble enough yet to move my controller fast enough, but I'm not going to give up. I'm not too embarrassed to say that my initial video review of Elden Ring was way off base. I'm actually very pleased that Defender talked me into picking this up for the PlayStation. While a bit expensive, I mean, hey, I've got 2 kids, a wife, bills, and I gotta eat. But this time, this was money well spent for the entertainment that I'm getting out of it. Have you been on the fence about playing Elden Ring, or have you already beat it? I don't even know if this game has an end game. I mean, I suppose it has to. I don't feel like, if it does, that I'm anywhere close to the end. Shucks, I don't even really feel like I've even scratched the surface of the game's overall storyline. Let me know in the comments below about your thoughts on Elden Ring. Love it? Hate it? Why? And if you're curious why I put so much dislike on it initially, check out this video. What's made it appeal to you so much? Let's keep the chat going down there, and until next our paths cross, may your controller not cut out on you while you play.